Revenge is a long, treacherous road, isn't it, Mr. Pendleton? Where do you suppose it ends?
What the hell's going on here, Rex? What is this place?
Wicked old beast, ain't she? Hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Prisoner secure. Open 302B. Transfer.
I start to search over the places that I have found. All the decreases in my mind that are so loose and how. I want to keep the pace. I want to figure it out. I gotta do it this way. If I don't
Up against the wall.
consume my hatred in my mind, there is no letting go. It eats me up, there's no way out. I've got to make it so. I want to keep the pace. I want to figure it out. I gotta do it this way. If I don't
Do you understand me? Do you?
close my eyes, I go to sleep. He's always there, I start to weep. Close my eyes, I go to sleep. He's always there, I start to weep. Close my eyes, I go to sleep. He's always there.
Now who said anything about trouble?
I go to sleep. He's always there, I start to weep. Close my eyes, I go to sleep. He's
Where
always
am
there,
I?
I start to weep.
Why are you doing this to me?
I go to sleep. He's always there, I start to weep.
What happened? That was an accident. You see you around, Murphy. No! Just wait a second. Just point the way out of town, and I'll keep right on going.
Well, I hope you're ready for Silent Hill Downpour. And I hope you appreciated the Korn song. And you know, people were real mad back when they said that Korn was doing the main theme for the game. For one reason, it's because this is the first and only Silent Hill game that Akira Yamaoka does not do the soundtrack on. And I think people thought maybe Korn was doing the entire soundtrack. They did not. Korn just did that main theme. The actual soundtrack for this game was done by Daniel Licht. And honestly, I don't know if that's how you say that. I've never actually heard the name said out loud. Daniel Licht, who did a number of movies and TV soundtracks. Downpour was his first video game soundtrack, though he did go on to do the Dishonored games after this. I think Mr. Licht was most well known for for Dexter, doing the soundtrack for that. How is a new hand at doing an old series, as this was the first one without Yamaoka? Well, you can decide that for yourself. You can hear the music and hear how someone else did on it. But as far as the game we're playing, Silent Hill Downpour was the 8th and final of the mainline Silent Hill games, back before the series just kind of stopped. Not including the side games, of course. But when we're talking about, full-fledged, big mainline narrative Silent Hill games, this was the last one. Silent Hill Downpour, you might think from the imagery, it's all about rain, all about wetness, all about moisture. It's not really. Like, there is some rain in it, but it's not like Shattered Memories where everything was ice. The rain just kind of... It's there every so often. Really, this game is more about jail. Much more prison imagery than anything else. So, what do we need to know about Silent Hill Downpour? Well, this was made by Vatra Games. This was the only Silent Hill game that they made. Came out in 2012. Vatra, they have a fairly long gameography. You notice by the pitch of my voice going up like that, I don't know if there's anything that really stands out that we would point out, say, hey, they made that. To be honest. Sometimes a developer will surprise you. Back when we did Homecoming, what was that, Double Helix? And I didn't have a high opinion of Double Helix, and then they made Killer Instinct on the Xbox, and I was like, oh, I didn't know they had that in them. With the case of Vatra, not sure if they really had something that I would look at and say, oh, they made that. So we'll just look at Downpour on its own. A lot of people say that either Homecoming or Downpour was the worst Silent Hill game. So I don't have a high opinion of Homecoming. Is Downpour worse than Silent Hill Homecoming? Well, I've played this a number of times now, and I feel like I have my own opinion on that, but you can form your own opinion on it as we play through this. Now, we're going to be doing 2 playthroughs, as is usually the case with Silent Hill games. The first one's going to be a slow walk. Just taking it slow, looking at everything, taking it all in, getting immersed. And the second one's going to be much speedier. The first playthrough is going to be on the Xbox 360. The second one's going to be on the PS3. It's the same game on both platforms, not much in the way of differences. The only technical difference, I would say, is that the 360 version is sharper. It looks like it's rendering in a higher resolution than the PS3 one. Aside from that, it seems exactly the same. But I would say the 360 version is a touch better because of that. So what does Downpour bring to the table when it comes to the Silent Hill games? Because the Western games tried to come up with something new, right? Well, I mean, Origins was kind of, say... Okay, so Origins had, hey, what about breakable weapons? That was new. Homecoming tried to make it more after the movie and said, hey, let's, make the combat really good. Shattered Memories was, let's have no combat and, make this, a very different game than the previous. What does Downpour bring? Well, Downpour, there's a couple things. One, it appears that Vatra Games took elements from the previous Western games and tried to put them all together into a cohesive whole. So you're going to see elements from those previous games that you might be surprised to see in this. The second one is, what do you think about side quests? Because Silent Hill generally doesn't do much in terms of side content. Until Downpour, this game has a lot of side stuff. Because I guess the mindset was, the game is about this town. You're going to be exploring the town. Let's give the player a lot of stuff to find when they start poking around the town. So we could go through this game really fast if it was just a critical path playthrough. But if we're doing the side quests, it's going to take a lot longer. And for this first playthrough, what we're going to do is we are going to be doing every side quest except one. Because there is one that if you do it, you get the joke ending. And we don't want the joke ending for the first playthrough. So that last one we will not do. But aside from that, we will be doing every side quest in this first playthrough. In the second playthrough, we will do the joke ending. We should get started. What are the options, by the way? You want to invert look? Nah. Subtitles, yes. Action prompts, sure. Tutorial hints, sure. Object highlighting. Highlight items, interactable objects. It's on no to start with. We could start yes. frame-packed stereo 3D. You know, I don't actually know what that is. Is that like if you had a 3D TV? I wonder if that's what that is. Did it have support for that? Adjust the slider so the logo is visible. So, as usual, when you're streaming a dark game, you should have the brightness up a little bit higher than they say you should. So, that's what we have here. All right. Our 8th and final Silent Hill game before the series took its hiatus is about to begin now. Let's get to know Murphy Pendleton and what his situation is. It's time, like an old magazine ad for this said, it's time. You know what we need to do? Let's get wet. Normal's fine. Let's see. Select a new game, current progress. That's correct. Okay, so one thing I should mention, this game does a thing from the time period that I don't especially like. No manual saves, only auto-saving, 1 save slot for the game. That was a trend for a time. I'm not a fan of it.
All right, Murphy, it's all set. Make it quick, huh? Follow me.
All right, here's Murph. This is how we move. You know how it goes. Nothing unusual here.
Come on, Murphy, stop screwing around. I don't have all day.
Okay.
He's all yours now. Make it quick, Cupcake. Hey, almost forgot. I left you a little present on the bench. Have fun.
Press A to... I mentioned that this game has elements from the previous Western-made games. It does do the Shattered Memories door thing. I'm just playing with the door.
Hey, Murph, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. When you guys are running the showers, the steam fogs up the cameras so bad we can't see anything that goes down in there. You get what I'm saying?
Murphy gets what he's saying.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I'm turning it on. I'm turning these showers on. Murphy likes to take his time. He's methodical. He likes to look at things.
Jesus, you scared the hell out of me. What the hell's going on? Where's Sewell? There's been a mistake. I'm a sequestered prisoner. You're not supposed to be here. Guards? Officer Sewell, hello?
You don't recognize me, do you?
What? No, Guards! Guards! Anybody?
We used to be neighbors.
Guards! Guards, open the goddamn door! Help somebody! This is a violation of my rights. Who the hell do you think you are? When I talk to the warden,
No one's listening.
Help! Jesus, help me!
Alright, time for our battle tutorial. I could press X to attack. Or, you know, we could watch him try to open the doors. Look at him run! Look at that, look at his, his running posture. Why does he run like that?
Please, he's killing me.
I haven't killed you yet, sir. I mean, usually when someone runs, they usually are like tipping forward a little bit. Like your balance is going to be forward.
Somebody help me, guards!
Instead of, I'm not sure what that posture is. So I'm playing the game like I did the first time I ever played it. I just hung out in here
Guards! Officer Sewell!
for like 5 minutes, watching this guy run back and forth. I can be easily amused. Nothing will happen, by the way, if like no one comes in. It's just him and me until we give him the stick. So I guess we gotta give him the stick. Pick up another weapon. There was another weapon over here. I don't think his posture has changed at all after his beating.
Don't want to die. Just let me go.
Guy can take a beating. He's still standing, but we can also fight with our bare fists.
Why?
You know exactly why.
Did I wake you, Pendleton? Come on, rise and shine, Cupcake, you know the drill. Guess today's a big day, huh? Tell you the truth, I'm sort of sorry to see you go.
Prisoner secure. Open 302B. Transfer.
Well, guess this is it. No fond farewell? You gonna miss us?
Not even a little.
Give it a couple of days at Wayside Max. I bet you'll start to miss this place after all. 'Cause we sure are gonna miss you. Move 'em out! All yours now, sugar.
Let's get this done.
Yeah. All right. You heard the lady? Mount up.
What we got here?
Pendleton. Get on the bus.
Buckle up, get cozy. We got a long ride ahead of us.
You have a good nap, Weddle? Tell me something, puta. That true what I heard about you? Did you really do it?
Shut the hell up!
Fuck you, Weddle.
I said lock it up, damn it!
Silent Hill Downpour.
Okay, think. Find the highway. Put some ground between yourself and the bus.
All right. Well, looks like we escaped. Though it doesn't seem like anyone else is here and we're not wearing handcuffs, which is a little odd. It's said to access the journal. Here it is. Here's our controls. I don't have anything else in the journal at the moment. Well, we only just started. All right, so this is Murphy. Here's a piece of the bus. He can walk around. He can run. He can punch. He can flinch from a tree, falling a little bit. He can look around for a way out.
Whoa! Guess I'm not going that way.
He's not going that way. So Murphy, as you heard, was being transferred to a maximum security prison when this bus crashed. After awaking from a dream where he killed a man in the prison showers.
Hello? If you can hear me, give me a shout. Water's freezing.
Can't go that way. Does Murphy really want attention, though? Like, this is his big break to just kind of slip away. Never to be seen again.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Ah, birds.
This didn't happen in the accident.
No, here's one of the prisoners. I mean, unless he, like, got ejected from the bus and went flying. No, he did not die from the accident. We got a flashlight. All right, so in most of these games, we wear our flashlight on our chest. But that's not a flashlight you can actually put on your chest. We can strap it to our belt, though. Does it count as a survival horror game if we do not have a chest-mounted flashlight? Maybe it's close enough. Maybe it's close enough.
Cold.
It's chilly in there. So we have our inventory. Right now, the only thing in it is the flashlight. Blood. We don't know any other characters, so I can't say I hope it's not Blank's blood. The only person we know is Murphy so far.
No way I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, you can't swim across that lake.
I can't even see the other side.
And this boat has a big hole in it. Oh, you know what this game's got? It's our favorite thing! Balance beams! We love them.
This is crazy.
Check to see if he's leaning to one side, and then, you know, change your grip on the analog stick. So you're, like, pressing in the other direction. There's a few of those. But no one can follow us now.
That's far enough. Get your ass down on the ground now. Hands where I can see them. Do it.
Take it easy. I'm not going anywhere.
I said, on the ground, now.
I was just looking for help.
And you just happened to lose your cuffs in the process? Save the bullshit.
This is stupid. I'll meet you back down at the bus, okay? You're gonna get yourself killed.
Shut up. Keep your goddamn hands where I can see them. Ah! Shit! Pull me up.
So, an element that this game takes from Silent Hill Homecoming. You might remember in that game there were 3 points where you had like a binary choice to make that would affect your ending. So this game does something like that. These choices are not the only thing that affect the ending, but it does do something. As far as exactly what this does, we'll get into that when we talk about the endings. But this is a choice that could affect what happens at the end. Do we help her or leave her? Well, I mean, I guess the question to ask is, what kind of person do you think Murphy is? Is he a prisoner with a heart of gold? We did see him kill a man at the beginning. But maybe he deserved it. We don't really know at the moment. The cop is going to cause problems for him. If she makes it across that ledge, life is going to be a whole lot harder for old Murph. I mean, the moral thing would be to help her, but at the same time, she clearly makes poor decisions, which is why she's in this situation. And if we let her across this ledge, well, she has a gun, she's going to handcuff us, we're going to be in the power of someone who appears erratic, making poor decisions, angry, and waving a gun in our general direction, which is a situation, you know, as time goes on, that feels pretty relatable for no particular reason. So what choice would you make? There is the moral choice, but I also think we have to think about things from a pragmatic perspective. And maybe we should just leave her.
And if I pull you up, you're just gonna let me go? That the deal?
I'm not asking, goddammit. Pull me up.
I am not going back to prison.
Help me!
Sorry. I warned you about the cliff.
I warned you about cliffs, bro. I warned you. We hear her yelling from the bottom. It keeps happening! So does that change anything? Maybe. We'll talk about it when we get to the endings. All right. Let's look around.
Jesus.
Yeah. The roads in Silent Hill have not gotten any better. Okay, we added something to our journal. So our journal will get objectives. Find a way out of the area. Found the highway. Looks like one hell of a storm came through. No wonder we crashed. Need to find a ride out of here. Maybe boost a car in town? We can find a wrench. All right, we should talk about melee weapons. We can swing. We have a charged swing if we hold the button. A curious thing you might notice is that if we go to the inventory, the wrench is not there. So, an odd thing when it comes to melee weapons. An element this game takes from Silent Hill Origins is that weapons are breakable, and you can find new weapons everywhere on the ground. But in Origins, you could pick up items and put them in your inventory. You cannot do that here. You can hold one melee weapon at a time. I don't really know why. Have you seen this dog? Lost on Tuesday, 12th July. Response to the name Carl. Any information leading to the finding of my dog will be rewarded with $500. Call day or night, dead or alive. We do not have a cell phone, as in Shattered Memories, so we cannot call that phone number. Not available to us.
Something is very wrong here.
Something might be wrong. What a strange town. Not getting much reception. John P. Sater, murderer? What does that say? Student helps trans UFOs. It's probably not what that says, but let's just say it is. Back from Abyss? Here's a map. So this is the overall map of like the entire part of the town we're in. So the part of Silent Hill we're in is not in any of the other games. This is all original. You can see it's by Toluca Lake. This is a real pulled out view, but this is the entire game map. You might notice up top, Overlook Penitentiary. So I want to mention, in Silent Hill Homecoming, there was a Silent Hill Penitentiary, implying Silent Hill, the small tourist town, has 2 penitentiaries in it. I mean, I know people, the usual joke is that Silent Hill has a load of hospitals in it, like way too many hospitals, but apparently 2 penitentiaries. I guess, though, it's up to your interpretation of, is this the same Silent Hill from Homecoming? Because Homecoming was based on the movie, and that version of Silent Hill was very different than Silent Hills 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this a brand new Silent Hill? Is this part of Homecoming Silent Hill? Is this part of Silent Hill 1 Silent Hill? I mean, I guess we'll take a look at it and see what it most resembles. But we have this wrench because we can bash locks with it. And then we can learn about something else concerning the combat. See that bird? Throw a wrench at that bird. I don't know why I did that. Murphy doesn't like birds, I guess. So you can throw melee weapons. I never use that. I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe it has some functionality. But you can just throw your weapon away. Like, you can hit enemies with it. A wheelchair here? But what? How? A wheelchair? Man, just think. I'm not going to be able to make that joke for very much longer. August. Don't know if that's current. It doesn't seem like anyone's here, so... Might be an old calendar. And we can open this up. And this box over here spawns wrenches, so I can just get another one. As toolboxes do. Collapse behind us. You might notice at some points the frame rate's pretty bad, and there's screen tearing. Yeah. Yeah, there is. Same thing on the PS3. Devil's Pit Aerial Tram. Free ticket for kids who beat our escape game. A natural wonder filled with subterranean myths and legends. Disabled access for wheelchair users. Hey, they're addressing the presence of the wheelchair. There's some lines on the ground. Some scraping was happening. Okay, we completed the objective, find a way out of the area. I mean, we're still in the area. But we made it to Devil's Pit.
These game tokens look ancient.
We're just gonna take these game tokens. Small tokens for the free ticket game. Murphy's not above stealing some tokens.
Free tram ticket. So where the hell's the machine?
Free ticket for kids who beat our escape game. Be free, get free ticket. Tokens available at kiosk. Win and ride. Yep. Ticket machine's gone. And it looks like someone dragged it away. There's the tram. It still works. We just don't have a... We just can't buy a ticket. Obtain a ticket to get out of to get to Devil's Pit. Maybe the Sky Tram can take me into town. Maybe I can find a ride there, get to the border before anyone knows I'm missing. But where the hell do I find a ticket? Just can't get through? Alright, so we gotta go find that ticket machine. Is there anything over on the corner here? Yeah, we gotta look around at everything. Does not seem so. So, let's follow the lines. The souvenir shop? It's closed. Everything around here is closed. Devil's Pit aerial tram. No other place in America has a view like this. Bring cameras. The ride to the top takes 15 minutes. Take a round trip or stay longer in the observation room. Everyone loves visiting the Devil's Pit. So the trail leads that way. But of course we got to check out everything, don't we? That's how we do it.
Another road to nowhere.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he is observing that it's weird that the roads are out, but they're not just out. There's massive chasms. He seems a little, you know, not very flustered about that. Mm-hmm.
Every goddamn road in this town washed out?
I wouldn't call this being washed out. There's the Devil's Pitstop. But first, let's see where that trail leads.
Looks like it opens from the other side.
Yeah, we can't bash that open. Violence doesn't solve all of our problems. Alright, so a thing about this game, I mentioned there are weapons everywhere, so like sometimes we'll be walking and it'll say pick up. I got a rock. I don't really want a rock. That's actually kind of an annoying thing because you'll be walking and then suddenly an icon says pick up. Like, oh, what was that? Was that something I missed? Was that something good? And like maybe it's just a rock. Since weapons break, you have to be able to find them everywhere.
Wow. Look at that. An old 52. Oh, flathead V8. No doubt about it.
Wicked old beast, ain't she?
What?
I said she's a wicked old beast. Me, I'm partial to something with a little less rust. But to each his own.
Look, I don't want any trouble. Just point the way out of town, and I'll keep right on going.
Now, who said anything about trouble? Just trying to be helpful, son. Name's Howard, by the way.
Murphy.
Heading to prison, are you, Murphy?
Just looking for a way out of town is all.
That's so. Afraid all the roads are out, every last one of them. Strangest thing.
What the?
Something wrong, son?
Did you see it? Up there in the window.
Hmm?
Never mind.
I suppose if you're really desperate, you could try the old Skytram. Course, it hasn't really been kept up since the accident.
I'll take my chances.
That's the spirit. Well, this mail ain't gonna deliver itself. Good luck, Murphy. Hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Hey, what's the name of this place?
So, Silent Hill has a mailman. Alright, so our objective here is change into new clothes. Gotta find some new clothes, keep a low profile. Can't keep wandering around with an inmate number scrawled across my back. Need to feel human again. And we also learned a little bit... Oh, it's raining. We're getting wet. We also learned a little bit about Murphy, is that he appears to be a car guy. We don't know too much about him, but I guess we know that much. As for what the name of this place is, yeah, we saw the sign. Yeah, I guess I could see the idea of, you know, the game takes place in this town. It's about exploring the town. Maybe the town has, like, a public worker who can, some sort of embodiment of something that can maybe appear at times to give words of encouragement to Murphy? All right, well, we can bash that lock, but let's go back here first.
You can't undo anything you've already done, but you can face up to it.
I must have hit my head pretty damn hard in the crash.
Murphy hearing things. There's also another wrench here if we did not pick one up, because we do need one to bash that lock. Let's have a look at the menu. Let's see. Pie, apple, blueberry, got rhubarb, got banana split, got the Devil's Pit sundae, hot fudge sundae, chocolate cake. At cheap prices. Let's see. Pancakes, short stack, full stack, with blueberries, waffle, pigs in blanket, 2 eggs and bacon, 2 eggs and sausage, 2 eggs and ham steak, corned beef and hash, chicken fried steak, biscuits and gravy. We got your soft drinks, we got your bottomless coffee, fresh OJ, iced tea, lemonade, root beer float, malted shakes. Let's see, we got hamburger, cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, hot dog, chili dog pastrami, grinder, ham and cheese, grilled cheese, clam chowder steak dinner, bowl of chili, salad, egg salad, tuna melt, meatloaf, fried chicken, catch of the day, French fries, onion rings, lobster, roll and chips, and crab cakes. And let's see, Pitstop Diner, classic American diner, served with classic cocktails and endless coffee. Open every day of the week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Warm welcome to home stance? Probably doesn't say that. It says something else. I'm sure Murphy would be very hungry, but this food has probably been there for a while. Probably no good. But he can look at the register.
They won't miss us.
And get some money. A few dollars and change. I know that song. I know it. Free sample of what? What is that? What am I getting a free sample of? All right, we got a first aid kit. So that's our health item. No health drinks in this game, by the way. Oh, and something that I'm sure you'll be very happy to know. Mm-hmm. You have the diner menu in the bathroom? I mean, I guess why not? Early residents of Devil's Pit. Did you know Native Americans used to call Silent Hill home? Anthropologists know this because of the various artifacts found here, specifically in the cave systems surrounding Devil's Pit. A number of these relics indicate ceremonies being held for the deity Quetzalcoatl, suggesting his importance to the people here. In fact, one of the names given to this area was Quetzalcoatl, Nest of the Raven. Hey kids, is Silent Hill a special place to you? If you were naming this area, what would you call it? Don't know why I did that voice. Maybe I'm imagining like the son there saying that. Let's see. Summer fare, fresh salads, select meats, cold drink, tea, coffee, and cool comfort. I love select meats. Who's selecting them? I want to select them. And let's not forget this. We got a map. See, Devil's Pitstop, Monday meat, Tuesday meat, Wednesday meat, Thursday meat, Friday boiled meat, Saturday rain, Sunday fog. Odd menu. Fresh food is good, Cameratin. Finest quality for you because it contains so many things that are good for you? I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, because it contains so many things that are good for you. That's what it says. I'm sold. Yeah, you can't really... The small print menu, you can't really read that. All right, in the kitchen. So,
what's that?
We can use this as a weapon.
Gas?
Why not? I mean, we can't fight gas with a weapon. But we can turn it off, or we could try to leave if we wanted to. No, we can't. Let's just turn it off. Do him a favor.
Oh, shit. Fire. Anyone hear me? Fire!
There we go. That'll fix it. Water's rising. Gotta put a stop to that.
This can't be happening?
Rotate the stick. All right, that made an exit. Let's get on out. Some points in the game, it goes to a fixed perspective. I guess to evoke, you know, older survival horror games that had that. I have to say, the controls don't feel very good when it's like this. You know, you appreciate the reference, I guess. Rotate this. It's a painting. It makes this go down. And that's a counterweight to make that open. There's a lot of rotating in this.
Run!
All right, we're running. To look back, do that. So, you remember those running segments from Shattered Memories? We got them, including this, knocking things over to block the thing from chasing us. The thing chasing us is a red light, which I'm assuming is supposed to be evocative of that bit in Silent Hill 3. It's getting too close. The red light roars in frustration as Murphy gets away. So yeah, we can do that at any time. You want to look behind yourself? There you go. And now... Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What is this place?
It is unusual, the construction. Yeah, sometimes Murphy is just gonna slide down the water slide. If we wanted to talk symbolism, maybe we might say that's a symbol of when Murphy's in prison, he doesn't have any control over himself or his life or what he does. Just like sliding down a water slide. We'll say that. We can hear Born Free in the background. It's a song we'll hear every now and again. Alright, this thing came up. And then rotate the painting. I don't actually know why there is so much rotation to be done in this game. Much rotation to be done. And if we look at what the painting is, Usually it's just a painting like in a house with maybe a kid or like or a family in it. Maybe Murphy having, I don't know, complicated feelings concerning a family, maybe? The red light's back. It's very painful. Rotate this before the red light gets here. All right, that opened up the gate that closed over here. No, it's still coming. Chasing us up the stairs. It's gone. You may notice how bloody Murphy's jumpsuit is. Yeah, that thing does do real damage to us. The stairway does go for a while. But what if... Yeah, it's just a matter of how long is it before you realize it just keeps repeating.
I'm losing my mind.
Losing my mind. Let's see, can we get some good lighting here? Yeah, around here. So you notice how bloody Murphy is? How stained his jumpsuit is? So, the reason I want to get him in some good light is so we can notice that when we use... Not that. When we use a first aid kit, it's not only going to heal him, it's going to clean his clothes. Oh. It's a really good first aid kit. All right, that door's open now. Pick up? No, it's not as good. So this can break because it's wood. I mean, it can break and you can still use you can still use it as a weapon, but wooden weapons tend to have like a damage state. A metal one does not. Like a metal weapon will eventually break, but it's just gonna last longer. It's gonna be more durable. Artificial respiration. And Murphy doesn't need to know about that right now. Alright, so that diner appears to be attached to a house. Probably where the owner lived. Yes, very good. March. What does that say? March. That's my favorite book. Some kind of scroll? Not actually sure what that's supposed to be. We got key. We got that key. A key from the motel behind the diner. Something about Silent Hill. There's a knife. I could pick that up. You may notice that there's weapons to pick up, but the only thing I've done with that is break locks. There is combat. We just haven't done any yet. Go down to the basement. But there is an upstairs. We can hear something unlock.
Locked. Hello?
Not sure if this is the dog we saw the poster about before. I don't think that owner's getting their dog back. There's a safe over here. We do not have a combination.
Remember, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
That's right. Don't have to get your story straight if the story is the truth. But maybe Murphy has not always been telling the truth. Say it ain't so, Murph. There's a bra. It's not takeable, but it's there. A power cord. Seems to be for a kitchen appliance. You might notice the game, like, pausing and chugging every so often. I just want to make it entirely clear, that's the game. The game actually does that. This is not a recording issue. The game does it quite a bit. There is no version of this game that runs well, I should mention. Who knows, maybe someday, you've heard about, like, there being recompilations of games for the PC. Maybe someday, maybe Downpour will get that treatment. We could have, like, a well-running version of the game. But that is a pipe dream for the moment. Open inventory, use a power cord on this. And the Steam reveals all. Let me just type that down for myself so I remember it. It says 2. I believe that is a 6-3-8-1. 2-6-3-8-1. Well, we needed a combination. Now we have one. All right, so this safe. We can turn the dials left and right. First one's 2. A little catch these have is when we go to dial number 2, it also turns 3 and 4. I'm going to go to the last one. The last number was 1. So let's see. If I turn 2, It turns 3 like that. So I'm going to want to go to 3 and turn it back to, let's see. 3 is going to be the number 3. So I would want it to be on 4. And then 4, let's see, the number's going to be 1. Actually, this would turn the other way. Well, we'll see. The number is 8, so let's put that on 7. And then, let's see, the second dial is 6. There it is. So you have to turn dials 3 and 4 to 1 off the actual number, so you can turn the second dial, so they all go into position. You get it, you get it. And we get a firearm. I dropped my knife, but I can pick that up. Okay, so I can hold 1 melee weapon. I can hold 1 handgun and 1 long gun. If I want to use the gun, I drop that and pull it out. I cannot hold 2 handguns or 2 long guns. It's an odd restriction. I don't actually know why it's like that. So we could have left this this house, but I just, spent a little bit of time there to get the combination to open the safe so we could get the gun. We didn't have to. The game's a lot faster if you don't do everything. How useful will this gun be? We'll see. Pick up that first aid kit. What can we find in the basement? Here's another knife.
Looks like a way out. Panel's busted.
All right, so it's an elevator, but it's broken. Heard something open. All right, here's a lock. I don't think the knife can bash it. But there's a wrench right here. They will usually give you a conveniently placed lock-breaking weapon if you need it. TV. Don't want to waste power now. A note? We have someone who was eating some good burgers and reading a note down here in the basement. What does that note say? Room 5B. Return to room at 7:51 p.m. Showered. 8:10 p.m. Shampooed hair 2 times. In bed. 8:42 p.m. with pink nightie and no panties. Light off at 9:23 p.m. after reading Fashion Magazine and drinking a glass of wine. Cheap Zinfandel. Room 102, ordered room service at 5:32 p.m. House special fried chicken dinner with milk. Ate half while watching news program, then put tray outside door. 7:10 p.m. Clipped toenails until 7:32 p.m. Left clippings on floor. Ew. Watched TV rest of night until bedtime. 10:35 p.m. Wore oversized men's button-up. Sheer. Room 6A. Shaved legs! Oh, at 8:20 p.m. in bathtub. In bed by 9:30 p.m. Sleeps nude. Snores loudly. Room 103. Long phone call to boyfriend. Ended at 5:22 p.m. Argued the entire time. Cried herself to sleep. All right, well, it seems like maybe the proprietor of the Devil's Pitstop has some peepholes going on in the rooms, I suppose. Origins did that as well. Just something about the the owner of a motel or an inn with doing the peepholes. All right, there's a piece of wire over here.
Come on, bitch. Fucking get back up. You wanna fucking try that again? Come on, bitch. Let's see what you fucking got. Pinche cabrona. Fucking get up, bitch. Ne chinga conmigo, puta. Hey! Let go, asshole. You don't understand.
All right, it's time for combat. We have blocking. So this lady, she's screm. She's a screamer. Maybe we can get her to screm. I think I have to be at a certain distance for her to do that. This is the most common enemy in the game. She runs at us and swings her arms, and if we get hit by it, it's our fault. I don't think she's gonna scream. So it just wants us to learn how to block, clearly. But, you know, I don't like the combat in this game. Of course, as is usual in Silent Hill, we can hit the downed enemies. So the melee combat is bad, and the aiming is also bad. But, you know, the guns are more powerful than the guns? Sorry, the melee weapons. So if you have the option, you should use that. I don't have many bullets. I only have 3 out of 7 now. But you know what? Doesn't matter. You'll see why. Okay. We got this wire. Now we can fix this.
Bingo.
Finally.
All right, we're back outside. Murphy's very happy about that. All right, so these would be the motel rooms. And what's this? We got some clothes.
Nice. Huh? What's this? A long time since I had real clothes.
Murphy feeling good about his clothes are soaking wet, though. I mean, I guess his status was wet when he came in, but his water has transferred to the clothes. Now, we could, like, dress back in that. If we just wanted to play through the game in the prison jumpsuit, we can do that. It's just clothes. Let's see. We got this, though. In the pocket was a police badge with, like, some black tape across it and an old rusty key. Did our journal update, by the way? Yeah, we changed into new clothes. But obtain ticket, we still have that quest happening. We could get a glass bottle from the fridge. But, I mean, the wrench is a better weapon. Important information. Too small for us to read. Also, when we see a drawer, we want to open. Sometimes there's something inside. Just got to make sure there's a toilet to flush. We wouldn't want to miss a flushable toilet, of course. You wouldn't want to miss that, I know. Here's another weapon. So we can also have two-handed weapons. Well, we found the ticket machine, but there's no power. Someone brought it here for some reason, but there are cables going from it. We're just gonna look behind him as he walks in here. Out of nowhere. Out of bullets. So we can have a wind up for a slower final hit.
What the hell?
That will do more damage. Alright, so we're following the cables over to here. We can find a generator. Rotate that generator. There we go. Nothing around here to look at. Is there a bird? We know how Murphy feels about them. Alright, let's get in here. What does this room look like? It's just like, kind of like a workshop, I suppose. Messy workshop. Maybe someone wanted to repair this thing. Alright, well we have our game tokens. Alright, so how does this work? Well, we have 3 balls at the bottom. They're all different colors. We have 3 holes at the top. They're all different colors. The water is going to rise, and I need to float my ball to the hole of the same color, and I don't want it to go into any of the other holes. Let's start a game. Here's a red ball. Needs to go into the red hole. Water filling. I guess the theme of this is a jailbreak, and I guess my red ball is a convict, and he escaped. Wonderful. All right. Now, green ball. And now, blue-green ball. Green ball and blue-green ball are too similar, I think. I think you should have a different color for that. We did it.
Yes.
Yes. Murphy's very proud of himself for doing that. Murphy, it's a game for kids. It's supposed to be like the kids do the simple game and they feel really good that they won and got the free ticket. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's see, we can't go in that door, can't go in that one. Let's see, we were in that, came up from that. We didn't go in these, I don't think. I don't remember if there's anything of note in this, but, I mean, we should take a look at all the rooms. Okay. Here's a meat cleaver. And that's blocked. All right, that's all. That's all there was there. But now that we have the ticket, we can go back. Right. So up here is the gate that was locked from... Well, when we approached, it was the other side. We're now on the other side. Oh, fresh milk. Homogenized, pasteurized. I don't think it's too fresh anymore. We got that key. All right, now we can head back to the tram. Hello. No, thank you. I'm fine. Oh, she's Screm. She's Screm. Yeah, so that's their thing. they scream and then it stuns Murphy. It's very annoying. They're coming! They're coming! Okay, I guess they're not coming this far. So, they're like, I feel like they're more dangerous than most of the enemy. There's not many enemy types, I should say. They're more dangerous than most enemies in the game because they have this huge area that they can stun you if they scream.
This must be the ticket machine.
It must be.
Wherever this thing goes, can't be worse than back there, can it?
Oh, we will see, Murphy. Get on that tram. It's very picturesque. I wonder if our thing changed. Okay, we did obtain a ticket to get to Devil's Pit, but we have not actually gotten a new objective. Well, we've only just arrived at the Devil's Pit. Devil's Pit entrance, says it right there. That might be a good time to take a little break. So we started Silent Hill Downpour. Murphy killed a man in the showers for reasons unknown. He was being transferred to a maximum security prison, but the bus driver did not notice that they were going into Silent Hill, and you know how it is, Silent Hill is with the chasms, with the road chasms. So they crashed. Murphy's fine. Not all the prisoners are fine. We saw one dead prisoner being pecked at by a crow. We saw another prisoner beating up a screamer, and then the screamer killed him. There was a third prisoner on the bus as well. We have not seen that third prisoner. The bus driver? We have not seen a bus driver's body. I don't know if we ever actually see that. And, Cunningham, the cop who wanted to get Murphy on the cliff, we let her fall because, I mean, come on. Murph's got to look out for old Murph, right? And now we have gone through we met the mailman. We met the Silent Hill mailman who encouraged Murphy to take the tram to the Devil's Pit. We have not actually reached the streets of Silent Hill. We will eventually, but right now Murph is still on his way there. As we are continuing on with Silent Hill Downpour, we'll take a little break and be back for some sightseeing in the Devil's Pit.